y'all, it's me, Infinity. Hey, what's up? I am back, y'all, with a Sister Lock update. I'm sorry I did not do an update sooner because I have a new phone, and the app that was on my old phone, I think it came with the phone. It didn't come with my new phone, so I have like an Android. I might have to switch to Apple, but I do have an Android. And so the app that I had on the other Android, it didn't come, and I could not find it again, so I can't edit. Like, I need to find an app that I can download on my phone and be able to edit, because I'm not, you know, I'm still not as advanced as some people on YouTube, but I'm getting there. I am getting there. So anyway, so I want to give y'all a Sister Lock update, and not only do I want to give you a Sister Lock update, I want to tell you why I decided to get Sister Locked. So for those of you who's just tuning into my channel, I have been locked for 9.5 months now. Yay! 9.5 months, y'all. I got my Sister Locks installed August 16th, 17th, and 18th. It took 13 hours to get them installed. I started off, I want to say, with maybe 9 inches of hair. I don't know how many inches I have now, but I have experienced some growth. But let's just get started, and I got my I don't even know how many reties. I'm not gonna lie, but today is Sunday, and I got a retie on Wednesday. This past Thursday, I got a fresh retie, and again, it's been 9.5 months. So y'all, look at your girl, y'all. Check it out. I have experienced a lot of growth with my Sister Locks. I am now to the point where I'm comfortable with my middle part, because if y'all, if you follow any of my videos, I think when I first got them, I used to wear a middle part, but I really wasn't feeling it. So since my hair, I have some length, I really, I am really feeling the middle part. Of course, let me just show y'all. I hope you can see it. As y'all can see, you know, I want to show y'all so anyway, so this is what they're looking like. So what I have been doing with my Sister Locks, nothing much. I rarely style them. I think I put some braids in them one time. I rarely style them, so they're getting to the point. I'm getting to the point where I may want to start styling them a little more. I guess I can. Let me see if I can get the back for you, so y'all can see what it's looking like in the back. My grid and everything, all of that is still intact. So, if this video like seems choppy or look crazy to y'all, I'm sorry. It's because I can't edit it, so I just have to give y'all what I have. But anyway, so y'all, so what I have noticed, okay, so they are kind of puffy a little bit, but not as much as I've seen some people. And one of the things what I realized is with Sister Locks, it depends on your texture of hair. So if you are someone who's researching and maybe looking to get Sister Locks, you cannot look at one person's hair and say, oh, I want my locks to look like that. I want my locks, you know, to look like her locks, because each head of hair is different, and your Sister Locks is going to turn out the way that they turn out based up on your natural hair texture. And yes, you can get them if you have a perm. I think you need to have like maybe 2 inches of new growth before you can get the Sister Locks. But even if you get Sister Locks with permed hair, the actually straight part won't be locked. So it still depends on what your natural hair looks like. So my natural hair was from like a 2 in the front here. It's always been straighter. So my hair, I've been from like a 2 C to like a 4A. And there's no kidding. When my consultant installed my Sisterlocks, she had to use 3 patterns because of the different texture of hair that I had. So for the most part, she did a 3-point rotation in the front. The first 4 rows in the back, this area, she had to do a 4. And the nape of my neck, she had to do a 3-point with a 3 reverse or something like that. I hope I'm saying it correctly. But that's because I had so many different textures. So at my appointment this last time, she told me that she can do, because they're doing really, really well. They are maturing. The back is you know, it's mad. And she even, I don't think the front is locking at all, but she told me I was wrong. She said it is. She said it's kind of thicker in here, and she said my front is locking. Of course, not my tips or anything, because, you know, I just know that's going to be a while. But she did, but this time she said that because they're maturing, she can do a 3-point all over now. But when I started, she had to do 3 different patterns based upon my natural hair texture. I'm on one of the Facebook groups, one of the largest Sisterlocks Facebook groups, and someone did a post about putting dropping a picture of your Sisterlocks with the fluffy ends, and I didn't know what she meant. And sisters started dropping pictures of their locks with the fluffy ends, and I was like, wow. So that it really showed me on how Sisterlocks are different. They're unique to you, and that's what I love about it. Sisterlocks are unique to you. So a lot of sisters, they were dropping with the fluffy ends. I don't have the fluffy ends, you know. Not even all in the back of my hair is the most kinkiest. I don't even have the fluffy ends back there, so I don't even know what type of natural hair you have to have the fluffy ends. So at first I thought, well, maybe it was the way that their consultant locked their locks. So when I asked my consultant, she said no. She said I do. She said she told me, she said, I have other clients other than you, and some of her clients have the fluffy ends. And she said she used the exact same technique. So it all depends on your hair texture. So that was even a learning moment for me that is unique to you. And I always knew that locks, you know, it wasn't for me getting locks, any type of locks, whether you're Sisterlock, traditional locks, your freeform and whatever. For me, it's more than a hairstyle. It is actually a journey. And what made me decide to get Sisterlocks is because I just kind of went on a different spiritual journey, and it was just something within me that I wanted to do. Based on my hair texture, I knew I would struggle with traditional locks, with getting the palm rolling and that sort of thing. So after doing my research or whatever, I thought Sisterlocks would be the best thing for me, you know, to you know, for my type of hair. It's just kind of like, you know, what I wanted, based up on my research and that sort of thing. So I have my daughter. I have a daughter, Jasmine, and I hope I told her we need to do some videos together. But she has, okay, so we combed out her traditional locks. She wore traditional locks for like 3 years, and they were pretty long. It took us 6 days. We combed them out. She had them out for like 2 months, and she just started locks again with 2-strand twists, and she had like 47 locks. You know, right now she used to have 150 with her first set. Now she's on her second set, and it's amazing because she's on a different journey in life. So that's why, you know, it's not about just a hairstyle. You know, it's a journey. You know, it is a journey. And so just to give you guys a little background about me, I am an ordained minister in the Christian church. However, my journey has taken me to explore even other things beyond the Christian church. So I am, you know, I am a spiritual person, and I do believe that everything is spiritual. Everything is spiritual, from our hair to relationships to even sexual intercourse. All of that is very spiritual, because we are spiritual beings in a, you know, that's just having a human experience. So when I went on my journey, it was because I knew that my hair held many, many, many stories in it. And what gave me this revelation, I live in New Orleans. Well, I actually live outside of New Orleans, but I work in New Orleans. I'm born and raised in New Orleans, but I live like 20 minutes outside of the city. One day I went to the city park in New Orleans, and I was just sitting there and just kind of like reflecting to see where I am in life. And I was sitting there by one of those huge oak trees, and I just saw how, even some of the branches and, like the roots at the bottom of the tree, it was just kind of roped around, and it kind of looked like a lock to me. And when I was looking at the tree, I said, this tree have seen so much. This tree was here probably when this area was a plantation, or, when there was wars, or, I mean, this tree holds so many different stories inside of it. And I actually looked at the tree and I was like, tree, you have so many stories that you could tell. And so that was just kind of like the beginning, because I believe our hair, like, the root, even the root beyond it, within our scalp, like your hair, it just, I don't know, it just reminds me of a tree. Like your hair holds so many different stories. When your hair is locked, it holds those stories, because it's even when it sheds, it's just shedding on within that lock, and it's just carrying your stories. And so on my journey, when I was at 8 inches, that held some stories for me, from that 1 to 8 inches, there were some stories. My locks were there when I was quiet, crying, or maybe feeling depressed one day, or heartbroken. My locks carry heartbreak, and not in the negative sense, but your stories, whether your past was positive or negative, is your story, and it develops you, it evolves you to be the epitome of who you are. And that's what we do in life. We want to be at the epitome of us. We don't compete with anybody else. We don't, because no one else can beat you at being you. So my locks, the reason why I lock my hair, because I know also that this is a spiritual journey, and it has my story in it. My hair has my story. And so, and my locks are with me. Like, I admire the people who have the long, I don't know how my journey is going to be. My daughter, before she combed her locks out, she said, Mom, she said, I kept having dreams that my locks were either falling out or I was cutting them out. I don't know. She said, I just keep having this reoccurring dream. And back in April, we were on, a cruise, and she had a dream, and so we were out on the deck, and she said, look what I did. She had combed out one of her locks. I was like, what? Why'd you comb out your locks? She said, I don't know. And when we got home, and I helped her, and she just got them out. It was amazing. Her hair was still so healthy, underneath the shedded hair, her hair was so healthy. She combed them out, kept them out for 8 weeks, and said, okay, now it's time for a new set. So it's a journey. It's a journey. So even, if you decide that you want to cut them and start a new set, that's fine. If you want to combine your locks, or if you want to leave them the way that they are, or if you just want to get the micro interlocks, like, it's your journey. It is your spiritual journey, and your hair is a part of it. I saw somewhere where someone said that their locks were like antennas, like it received energy from the universe. I believe it. I believe it. When you think about your hair, your hair is the only thing that's like inside of you that comes out. You know what I'm saying? Like this was once in the inside of your head. You know what I'm saying? And it comes out. I know some of you may be like, what is this lady talking about? I have no idea. But for the people who get what I'm saying, you're the ones that's supposed to, like, if you feel me, you feel me, But if you don't feel me, child, you just enjoy this little style here, But anyway, so that's why I decided to get Sisterlocks, because it is a part of my story and it's a part of my my journey. And I'll tell more. I don't know if I would do it on the Sisterlock channel, but there's so much more to Infinity 8 that I do. I do feel that the universe wants me to share with the world. So anyway, y'all, I just wanted to check in really quick to show you my hair. Tell me, drop a comment. Tell me, why did you decide to get locks? You know, whether you got traditional locks, Sisterlocks, micro inner locks, dreadlocks, freeforming, whatever, you know, why did you decide to get locks? And also, I'm gonna say another thing. When I was 30, maybe 28 years old, I'm 47 now, but I remember when I first saw Sisterlocks, and I remember thinking, I'm gonna get that one day. I said, I'm gonna get that one day. You know, that was when I first saw someone with Sisterlocks, and I didn't know it would take this long, but you know, I finally, you know, decided to get these locks. I was about to say something else before I got sidetracked. It was a point that I was trying to make when I said that, but I'm sorry, y'all. So I lost my train of thought. I'm getting old. But this is what I was gonna say. I have a vision of what I would look like when I am an elderly woman. And I have always envisioned myself kind of like how my great-grandmother looked. My great-grandmother, she has, you know, a lot of Native American in her. And I'll never forget, she used to wear 2 long ponytails and they were silver. And I always envisioned two long plaits and they were silver. So I always envisioned when I was an elderly woman, I would have silver hair and I would wear it in 2 very long plaits. So Sisterlocks is kind of like on the path of the vision that I already have of how I will look when I'm an elderly woman. So that's why, y'all, I got Sisterlocks. So anyway, just to give y'all another little look, thank you guys so much for watching. So drop me a comment. Tell me, why did you decide to get Sisterlocks? You know, what was your reasoning? And if it is just because, girl, I did not want to do my hair, that's fine too. You know, that's your story. You know, that's fine too. So y'all, thank y'all so much for watching, and I will be back with more Sisterlocks updates. Thank y'all so much. Peace. Bye.